Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 18 Week 7 BearCave games. We are back for a morning game day today. Thanks for joining in. It's a bit of a shorter week, not as many teams playing. I think we had 38 buys this week, so kind of grim on the lineup, but we had an insane watch party. Game of the Year contender already over on YouTube if you want to go check that out, between Wisconsin and UTSA. And then we got a really fun slate here coming as well. As always though, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim a team, set your schemes, recruit in the Discord, compete in server games, and build your way to a national championship. It's a lot of fun. You can check out the links in any of our descriptions to join. If you are watching live and you don't want to miss out on any of the action with the ads, you can drop a Twitch Prime sub. It's completely free if you have a linked account, and helps us out greatly. We also are trying to get monetized on YouTube, so we just need some watch hours. We already hit 500 subs, so you can go over there and check out our VODs. All of the streams will get uploaded there, as well as highlights from game day and other content like team builder and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a very good slate here, folks. We're going to start out with some independent action. And our game day is LSU and Arkansas. Welcome in. We got Nathan, Coach Phi, Dogwater. I know it's an early morning day for a lot of you guys, but thanks for coming on out. So let's get on into it. And as always, check out our friends over at Home Field Apparel. 15% off your first purchase. I think they also have mystery boxes going currently. Okay, so where do we start? Notre Dame, Memphis. Memphis, kind of a surprising start, 3-2 on the season. Remember, if an independent team goes 8-4 and better and wins that round robin, then they will go to the playoffs. So two contenders right here. Notre Dame has to buckle down if they want to repeat as the independent champion. So let's get on into it. Remember to compete in the polls. It's the best way to build Bobanos and compete for a raffle player. So are you going to go with Notre Dame at -11, or is Memphis going to shock the world? Memphis at +11. We've seen craziness on BearCave before, of course, so let's get on into it. Coach Key is officially here. Let's go. And Coach Yui, she wants traditional away, so that's what we will go with. So 67 overall, they are cooking. Oh no, I thought this team was a little bit better on paper. By golly, 67 overall, basically the same overall of UTSA live, on your dome and in your home. The biggest win in Wisconsin history, baby. Yeah, you definitely could have built them up, but I don't think you would have. I would not have wanted to miss out on the Arizona era for a Memphis era. You know what I mean? So let's get on into it. First game of the day. We got 14 people in here. Thank you guys for checking it out, even in a down week. So here we go. Notre Dame, Memphis. This will mark the official halfway point of the season through week 7. So, oh baby, we got rain at Geyser Field, home of the Yams. We're renting it out to Memphis today. We make big bucks from Memphis. They travel up to Billings, of course. This might also potentially be the future home of my next team builder. We'll see. I was working on my team builder last night and deleted all of my progress. Absolutely horrific. So I got to restart. So here comes Memphis, baby. The Liberty Bowl. Yeah, Mike always cooks in the polls. He always just plays the other people. While you're guessing the game, Mike is guessing you. So Yui, I don't see her in chat, so we're just going to go heads and kick. Alright, so this is a critical matchup for Memphis. Can they get a big win in the independent circuit? Starting it out. No score early on. We had a lot of Taehun Akamoto derby submissions. Him and Tubi Sloot got the absolute most submissions. So not a great start for those of you guys going for Taehun Akamoto. He might have gotten one there. They're up 24-0. Memphis just chose not to show up today. It's 31. They finally add a field goal. 38-3. It is a splattering here at Geyser Field. Oh my God. $38-10. Straight to the dome. 45-10. And that is going to do it. So a massive showing here for Coach Huey. That is a Notre Dame cover pretty easily, I might add. So let's pay that out. Sorry, Mike, you lose your one Babana. Congratulations. So here's the scoring summary. Did any Akamoto bets hit? No Akamoto! Not a single Akamoto. I'm telling you, like 4 or 5 people just got a nasty 0 as Enzo McKay threw for 4 tutties. Jake Richardson took the vast majority of the carries. Where was Taehun? He must have gotten injured right off the bat. Oh no. Taehun Akamoto missing in action. It's Jake Richardson, the 69 overall freshman. Not like this. That's disgusting. Tank Abrams goes 6 tackles. Rambo Edges had 5. TFLs, no sacks. They didn't really do anything crazy in the extracurriculars. Brother, where is Taehun? 1 for 2 in the field goal department. Did he get hurt like on a kick return? Yeah, so he took a punt return and got hurt. That must have been their opening possession. He took a punt return, got hurt, and was out the rest of the game. Nasty work for the Derby bettors. All right, so let's check out the players of the game as always. Got to make sure I get the snap, and it is the 69 overall running back and a Tank Abrams along with him. So that is a Notre Dame cover. All right, so we will continue on now. Yeah, that's a good argument for not having your starters. Like for a little bit, Cam was having Scotty Bean return. Welcome in, Coach Tribe. All right, so now in down weeks, we always just kind of fill it up with the American. You got so many great matchups here weekly. We're going to start out with Cincinnati and Syracuse. So, Coach Rosie, if you're here, let me know kick or receive since you are the home team. Got a little Dirk Doink action coming at you. This is the pick'em for the week, so very evenly matched game here. So who wins this one? Are you going to go with Cincy and Dirk Doink or Syracuse? The Cuse. Very interesting. The American is going to be, once again, another knife fight this season. Very evenly matched. Cincinnati, of course, has been gutted a little bit. They still have a couple SFA players like Leland Waterhouse, Dirk Doink, like I said, Felix Sosa, but he's hurt, and a couple linebackers on defense. We'll jump on board with Cincinnati. Get your Bobinas going. There we go. Got a little bit going for game 2. People are scared of the mid matchups. And we got some gifted subs. Coach Keat, baby. Game day today. Cheering for the Omahawks after the disaster from last week with Tennessee. 10? This dude's an animal. Thank you, Coach Keat, baby. Syracuse winning. That's nasty work. Coach Key is my favorite coach. Sorry, Kenzie, back the line. All right, here we go. The Carrier Dome. On your dome and in your home, here we go. Cincinnati. We'll go heads and kick. All right. No score early on. First quarter being a dud. Cincinnati breaks the barrier. 7-0 to start. Next one. Syracuse replies. All right, here we go. 14-7, 14-14. We got a banger. 17-14, 21-14. Shut up, Siri. 24-21. Cincinnati, there they go. They take the lead. Can Coach Rosie come back? No! Come on, Rosie. There you go. 3 and out. It's not looking good. Wait, they got a quick touchdown. I missed it. And there's an interception. It's Bear Hafner, the SFA player. Here comes Syracuse down the seam into the end zone. No! They have to settle for 3. And it's no good! Syracuse, what are you doing? Missed a 31-yarder. Not like this. Remember, we can only jump in at the 2-minute mark. They will get the ball back. Here comes Syracuse. They have their chance. We'll jump in right now. So Handy at quarterback. Trips left. They got to go a long ways. Quick throw, and they can't break the tackle. It's 4th down. Game not on the line as they still have... Bro, they're punting. You go for this. You do not trust the defense. What are you doing, Syracuse? You cannot. You cannot punt this. Disaster here for Syracuse, trusting the defense. Oh, Coach Rosie going safe with it. We'll see if it works out for her. We gotta just let her cook. They'll start at the 50. Dirk Doink at quarterback. Remember, they don't have Bourbon Boozin', so it's not like they're going to be running it down the throat. The handoff up the gut. Oh, look at the move! Wait a second, and a big hit. Not like this. Travis Evans with the big hit. But they got to get a stop now. Walton with a wiggle. I form. All they need is a yard. The handoff to the outside. He gets it with ease. Oh, he gets around the corner. Still going inside the 10. Steve Walton. What a run from him. A couple of great runs. So that should do it unless they give up a quick touchdown, I think. I think they can get the ball back with like 14 seconds left after the field goal. So they still have a chance here. I think they have a chance. Not a great chance. Not better than 4th and 5, but still a chance. Yep, Dirk Doink just going to sit on it. 3rd and 15. Run this clock down as much as they can. They'll run a real play here. So last hope for Syracuse. The snap. Hand off to the outside. This time they swallow him up. C.J. Goins. All right, so there's about a 10-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. This will be a 36-yarder. They'll keep it at 1 score. So Syracuse will have a chance to return it and 1 play. So they either need to return it for a yam or take it all the way. So here's the kick to push the lead to 6. Kick is up and off the upright. Oh my. So now things get a little bit hairier. If you complete 1 yam, you're in field goal range. So here we go. Does Syracuse have a miracle? Candy yams it in wide open, man! Can he go all the way? Game on the line. Triple zeros. No, he stopped at the 10. Cincinnati survives. Harry Jones just couldn't do it. Disaster for Coach Rosie. It almost worked. She was almost bailed. Just not enough speed. He either needs to recognize he's not going to outrun him and go out of bounds in field goal range, or make a move or something. They needed a broken tackle right there in the worst way. They didn't get it. Tough way to lose here today. We got a doink shot as well. Great action here in Syracuse. And so what a way for the push game to end. So the Cincinnati bettors, congratulations. Cincy outright. 47% of the money was on Cincy. So nice little start to the day here. So here's a look at how it shook out. So they had a return punt for 82 yards. That's awesome. So Dirk Doing, 22 38, 323, and 2 touchdowns. Walton went 105, 2 tutties as well. Joseph had 137 and 2 touchdowns. A couple of guys had 2 TFLs. They had 5 total sacks. Sack for Matt Cole. Beckham Pope with the deflection, SFA guy. Leland Waterhouse, the SFA player, caused a tackle, or a fumble. Syracuse, Jason Handy, 16-29, 289, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Andro, 75 yards. Not the best day here for Syracuse. Percival Peely, 11 tackles, 2 TFLs for Plug and Peely. No sacks on the day. 2 interceptions, 1 for Hefner and 1 for Drayton Kemp, both freshmen and both SFA players. So that'll do it here from the Carrier Dome. Is there any of that clock awareness stuff in College Football 25? Like, do CPU players actually try to get out of bounds? I think it's more just their play calling. I don't think it's... Because then you'll run into the situations where they'll miss a wide open touchdown to go out of bounds. So that says Cincinnati outright. All right, so now we move on. We're going over to the Pac-12. So Coach KJ, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. As we got Oregon State taking on Arizona State, both 3-2, both 0-1 in conference. And all whites. I don't even know if you have a white. No, you just have wood grain. We'll give you your throwback logo. These are crispy. Okay, so this game, let's get this poll going. 7.5 favorite for Arizona State. A bit disrespectful, but that's how it goes. Oregon State plus 7.5. Minute on the clock. Get those Babanas going. Yeah, no, that's not the real... That's not real offense. That's my user, not... That's not what's going to be actually used. Don't worry. When I go into the sim, it uses your playbook. Got my Grape Ghost going for the day. All right, here we go. Oregon State and ASU. Here we go. Down in Tempe, hottest place on earth. So tails in kick for Coach KJ. So quick score for ASU. Can Oregon State reply? They get a field goal. Bro, 95 in Chicago, that's worthy of a Grape and Ghost. We got a tie game as we're entering halftime. No, ASU scores. No Grape and Ghost in 95. That's when it's crispy. So no score in the third quarter. We got a safety, 19-10. It's slipping away here from KJ. A fumble! Not like this. It's 22. They're hanging in there. They need a score desperately. They're going down the field. Remember, we can't jump in unless it's a one-score game. Are they in field goal range? Oh, and they can't do it. Just complete and utter lack of scoring here in the second half. ASU takes it away, and that is going to be the ball game. A dominant performance in the second half by Arizona State. Tough scenes here for ASU. Why did I say ASU? Oregon State. And that is a Arizona State cover for those of you guys betting on them. Minus 7.5. So you hung in there at the start, but the turnovers, the safeties, not going to win you a lot of football games. So Kavion Combs, 20 of 40, 254, 1 touchdown. Running the ball, they did not do much running today. They were down pretty much instantly. Dawson had 99. On defense, 13 tackles for Charles King, 6 TFLs, 3 total sacks, no interceptions. And for Arizona State, Chris Howell. Horn had 95 and a tutty. Pearson had 94 and a tutty. No SFA players on this team anymore. A couple TFLs. The sack for Manning. No INTs. 3 deflections and 3 total fumbles, and they got all 3. Yikes. Hang on to the ball, Slime. All right, so players of the game. Combs, King, Howell, and Melvin. So that is ASU cover. All right, now we're going right back to the American. As we got Coach Mills. So, Mills, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive as he takes on Buffalo. Buffalo having a decent season, 4-1 to start the year. Pittsburgh could be better. Tails and kick for Coach Mills. This is a, what is this, 3-point favorite for Buffalo. Or are you rocking with Pitt? The American is so weird because they have 4 teams, all 81 overall in the same division. Like, it's a complete toss-up between Syracuse, Cincy, Buffalo, and Pitt. So it's going to be wild. Cincinnati got the last laugh today so far. We'll see if Mills can do it here. So far, we have 3 games done. Notre Dame cover, Cincy outright, and ASU cover. So we're locking into game 4 here. But yeah, pretty much everybody in Derby today submitted either Okamoto or they submitted To-Be Sloot. I submitted Hunter Marshall for Texas State. So that's my pick. So hopefully you guys get half a point and I get 3. Relying on the tight end to get a touchdown against UTEP. Surely that will happen. All the Okamoto bettors already have a 0. Yeah, I've been seeing Hunter Marshall pop off. He just needs to get into the end zone. Lavello is always a great pick. All right, here we go. Heinz Field with the comically small Pitt logo. Always makes me laugh. Touchdown here for Mills, and they instantly give it up. Oh, no. Mills, not like this. Buddy, play some offense. 6 points in the first half. They're still only down 7. They can't score. Miles Tilley, where are you? Where's Tilley time? Oh, they're down 13. They finally get into the end zone. Come on, Pitt. We need to see some Miles Tilley action. Yes, they're going to get the ball back. Here we go. 4th and 5, not like this. I can't jump in. Did they get it? No, they didn't. They punt. You idiots. It's 3rd and 1,000,000. Can Buffalo somehow convert? Or will Pitt get their chance? 3rd and 1,000,000. It's a keeper. Somebody. No. Oh, good. His wide receiver tackled him. Phew. I was going to say, I hate Buffalo so much. My biggest rival in SFA history. It was like, no way he gets a read option first. All right, there he goes. We'll see some Miles Tilley action. Can he save the day? Oh, nice return up to the 40. Paulie Pug, the SFA player, who has 2 awareness. He got nuked in the... nuked in progression. So here we go. 90 seconds, 2 timeouts, and the greatest quarterback of all time, Miles Tilley. Deep drop for Miles. And he goes down instantly. Miles Tilley, his big arms. They got to hurry it up now. 2nd and 1,000,000. Minute 14 left. Tilley's got to throw it. He dumps it off here. They get out of bounds. Clock will stop. 3rd and 12. Colt Harrison, the SFA player. Third and 12 for Miles Tilley. As Mills is walking out on the sideline, he yams it deep open. First down! Josh Gonzalez. It's not over yet, Mills. Come on, Slime. You gotta believe. Miles Tilley hovering the Josh Concepcion line. A minute left. Tilley time. He rolls. He throws. He goes down again. Just no offensive line. 2nd and 17. 59 seconds in a dream. Tilley. Open. Can't break the tackle. Chad Taylor gets 6. Clock continues to run. 45 seconds left. Tilley. Open again. They get half of it. Game on the line now. 40 seconds left. What is the call from Miles Tilley? 4th and 5, bunch set. Drop back for Tilley. He has time. Dumps it off, and down he goes. It's a turnover on downs. Buffalo's gonna win it. Tough scenes here for Coach Mills. Mills, you got to remember, year 1 is always rough. The reason you don't have a good team is you never stay somewhere for a long period of time and actually build them. Mills is the LeBron James of Kenzie's. So there it is, triple zeros, Buffalo 19, Pittsburgh 13. That is a Buffalo cover. So Buffalo extends to 5-1, might be rankable here. First time they've been ranked in a long time. 38% of the money was on Buffalo. Congratulations. 362 channel points. You guys are high rollers, big steppers. $19-13. It's because you play in a ketchup bottle. Oy. All right. So we are trucking along. Next one up, we got a big chance at hilariousness in the Conference USA. We already had one Conference USA team get smoked by a shitter. Is Coach Fi going to follow in Dogwater's footsteps? Yeah, this was a tough week, Mills. It just wasn't going to happen. Like, when the slate is this week, I gotta go to Old Faithful, the American. Yep, SMU also lost. It's a tough week to be a Conference USA team, it appears. So Miles Tilley, 18 of 33, 233, 1 touchdown. Bird gets 63 and a tutty. Cole Harrison, 37 and a tutty. Green and Tugboat both get 10 tackles, 5-4. They were dominating the backfield. 2 sacks. And no extracurriculars. Let's check out Buffalo Hell. Nick Simpson, the sophomore, 17, 29, 299 and a touchdown. He also led the way, 23 attempts, 23 yards. Congratulations. They could not run the ball. Jamal Baker, 5 for 136. No more SFA players on this team, I do not believe. 5 total sacks on Tilley. They were just going crazy on him. Yeah, Dogwater, now do you regret comparing Day Night to this? Mills about to get the craziest integrity hit of all time if he sends me a mass roster change. My God. All right, so that's a Buffalo cover. We'll continue it on. So here we go. UTEP and Texas State. Florida man, if you're here, you do get priority on the kick and receive. Obviously not, Mills. That's why your team's 2-4. Texas State is a 13-point favorite in this one. Surely. So Texas State or UTEP. Are you rocking with UTEP and Champ Bloomers? Get those Bobanas going. Let's see what jerseys we wanted. Prisoner throwbacks versus... Alright, we gotta do Fives first. He wants maroon jersey, gold pants, and gold helmet. Perfect. And then the prisoner throwbacks. Alright, that's what we're rocking with. I don't see, I don't see any Florida man, so Coach Fi, if you want kick or receive, let me know. We'll go on board with you today. Number 14 in the nation. They've always been in the shadow of UTSA. Can they finally break out? To be Sloot and company. The vast majority of you guys either submitted Tehu Nakamoto, he already got 0 points. To be Sloot, which was the most. A couple little Lachantes, and then I have Hunter Marshall for Derby. So massive Derby implications in this ball game. Let's see what happens. The #1 defense in the nation, that's what I'm talking about. They have multiple 5-star SFA players, tons of transfer portal gets. It is time for the To Be Sloot takeover. Just fire him to Hunter Marshall all day long, baby. If you submitted to me after the stream started for a change, I'm not gonna accept that change. Because you can't change it after I tell you everybody's going everybody's going To Be Sloot. I gave you the information. So after I say everyone's going To Be Sloot, you can't change. Alright, here we go. Coach Fi going with kick. He gets the chance to pick it. Come on, To Be Sloot. Find Hunter Marshall through the air. No rushing touchdowns. Quick touchdown. All right, hey, they're at least scoring. 16-0 in the first quarter, but here comes UTEP. Can they make it a game? It's currently right on the nose on the cover. Oh, man, Texas State dominating me here today. Nothing doing. We're going to have to look at the box score. A quick touchdown. 30-3. UTEP's getting ran out the building. It is a splattering. How many more? How many more? 40-3. By golly. So 40-3. That is a Texas State cover. Just a splattering here on BC. Yeah, no, I mentioned... All right, let's see what happens here. Hunter Marshall! Hunter Marshall! Oh my god, I see a second Hunter Marshall has hit the building. That's 6 points! That's 6 points! Oh my god, I might have just single-handedly made the greatest comeback in SFA history. On your dome and in your home. So To Be Sloot betters, that's 1.5 right there. 285. Decent day for To Be. Rushing the ball. He got one. All right, so 2.5 points. Not a bad day for you To Be Slooters. 157, but Hunter Marshall, baby. The comeback. The TC comeback. This is the greatest week of my life. The greatest week of my life. I beat Dogwater, top 5 upset. I get 6 points in the Derby. Nothing could stop me, baby. Hunter Marshall on your dome. That's 6 points. Lil Lachante got one as well for those of you guys who pick Lil Lachante. So that's 2 points. So everybody who picked a Texas State player 8. Tyrell Smoochie gets 8. They had 2 sacks. The interception for Rise Irwin. 4 deflections. No fumbles on the day. Did they have a defensive score? No, they did not. All right, and for Coach Florida Man, Champ Bloomers, baby, 7 for 24. Call that the day-night stat line. 52 yards and an interception. Absolutely disgusting work. Not even close to the Concepcion line. Rushing the ball 50 yards. This should have been a shutout. How did they get a field goal? Antonio Johnson, 4 TFLs for Jamal Russ. He did get a sack. Business is blooming for UTEP. Business is blooming. All right, so a massive showing here for Coach Phi. I think he's going to jump way up in the standings. Or not just standings, but the rankings. Dude, could we have a Texas State playoff run in the wake? I've been waiting for years for it. So that's a Texas State cover. Congratulations on the easiest bet of your life, even though 44% of you guys picked UTEP. You thought they could do something. This isn't season 17 UTEP. This is like a much more realistic UTEP. All right, so we continue on our slog here as now we go to the BC Game of the Week, where somehow I was dumb enough. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was dumb enough to give you guys Georgia Tech -7, and they went and chose it. So come get your free Bobinos, people. Georgia Tech -7, or are you gonna rock with Duke? They do have SFA player running back Otis Duffy. We need a big game for him. But also, I believe Georgia Tech might be like 1 for 3 on BC this season. So who knows? And then, Mike, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. And if you want different jerseys. I didn't see you in the Patreon chat. 40K on Georgia Tech cover. Please, Duke. It would be so funny. Please. Please. 40K on Georgia Tech. I'm sick. You just put your entire net worth on Kai Oyama. Kai Oyama. Notorious for turning the ball over in big moments. Brother. Yeah, now everybody going with the other, now everybody going the other way to try and get a piece. This is, we went from putting like 300 total in the pot earlier on the American games versus on this one putting 58K. My God, talk about a heavy line here. Does Vegas know what they're doing? So we take the road to Duke. Wallace Wade Stadium. All the Bobinos on the line. My goodness. Laying the lumber, heads and receive. As the football gods intended. And they will receive it. Can Duke shock the world? 0-5 Duke. 0-5 Duke. Can they do something? Oh, they get the field goal first. They win the first quarter. I mean, it's tied, but they're covering. Duke. 6-3. 13-3 Duke. You got to do something. Come on, Duke. No, they're running away with it. 20-3. Not the best second quarter. Come on, Duke, please. I'm on my knees. Oh, Duke, you just missed it. And there it is. That was the chance. That was the chance. 34-3. Can we get a backdoor cover? It's not looking good. They score the first 3 points and they give up 34 unanswered. 58K. We got all covers today. Very regular looking day so far. We got 5 covers and Cincinnati outright. A lot of field goals to start, and then Oyama, Hunter, Rose got involved. Kai Oyama, 11 for 20, 163, an interception. He tried his best, but they just ran it too well, just very spread out. Yeah, look at that. Everybody averaging 4 a carry. Receiving, Wolf, Kingston. Kenji Agnew, 13 tackles, 6 TFLs, 5 for Swancoat, 5 total sacks, 1 interception for Ratliff, 3 deflections, no forced fumble. And Duke, John Ricks, still a better stat line than Champ Bloomers. Oh no, Otis Duffy must have been out with injury. Shame. 12 tackles for Jacob Robinson. I should look more at this. TFLs, 2 sacks, the interception for Howard Ward, 2 deflections, and forced fumbles that for some reason they're saying TBs. All right, nicely done here for Georgia Tech. Let them cook. You put the lumber on the table. All right, so we're past the Patreon Game of the Week, which means we are officially in, like, regular scheduled BearCave banging matchups. We got some good ones here on the south side of the midline as we're going back to the pack. USC and BYU. Earl Snyder Sr. should finally be healthy. One of these guys has been battling a questionable injury all season long. So, Coach Combsy, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 7-point favorite for USC. Coach Crew is officially back. USC is officially back. They made the playoff 2 years in a row. Last season, they were just injury-riddled. Can BYU shock the world today with Earl Schneider coming back? Yeah, you only get a portion of the pot, Tribe. You don't get the whole thing because other people picked that side as well. Florida Man, it wasn't you should go back and watch it. I don't know if you want it spoiled or not. They had to take a spatula and kind of shovel you guys off the turf. You got absolutely flattened. Yeah, they did get a field goal. They didn't get shut out. But yeah, it was a splattering for sure. Definitely dyed those prisoner throwbacks with real blood. All right, BYU, can they shock the world? They did it last year. Can they cause an upset and quickly becoming one of the scarier divisions in the country? USC, Stanford, you got Arizona. Some of the best teams in the nation with some of the best quarterbacks. Look at this. And somehow Cal is 4-0 in conference. And Arizona State as well. By golly. So here we go. I do not see Combsy. So we'll go heads in kick. Here at the Coliseum. Unrealistic. Too many USC fans. There you go. 7-0. 14-0 for USC. A quick start for the Trojans. BYU coming back. No, sir. Looking like pure domination for the Trojans, but they do get a field goal. Can they battle back here? Come on, BYU. Make it a game. A lot of nothing there for BYU. Not looking great. Oh, man. It's another splattering. USC on freak mode. My God, another smoked. Another cover. 38-3. Jacques Shady, Demetrius Cannon. Shady. So Earl Snyder goes 14-32, 121. Not a great day. Elijah Good, no receptions. 14 tackles, Terrence Young. He had 3 TFLs and 4. No sacks. The 1 pick for Melvin Blair. And no fumbles. And for Demetrius Cannon, man, 13-26, 216, touchdown, interception. Not a great day. They had a lot of different guys throw passes today. Jaquez Shady ran it into the record books, 169 and 3 touchdowns. Not a lot going through the air. On defense, Bruce Beers, 10. Oh, I forgot he's going to play Bryce Beers, so it's going to be a brother-on-brother crime. 4 TFLs. They had the sack for Bog Trotter, the former Stanford player. 3 fumbles. That's going to hurt you, and that will do it. So 38-3 from the Coliseum. Utah used to be good wind, but they're not anymore. They're in a little bit of a down era. Our Season 8 national champions. That's a USC cover. We're covering it left and right today. All right, next up, though, we're going to the SEC. The team that almost got stunned on BearCave last week, Tennessee. So, Nick, if you're here, let me know. Kick or receive, you are the home team. This is a 12-point favorite for Georgia. Or, sorry, not Georgia, for Tennessee. Vegas did not get this week right at all. It's a weird week. So you going UGA or Tennessee? '99 defense, the best defense in the country. Still couldn't stop the Omahogs. Nothing better than a great ghost on a weekend. Woo-wee! Hell yeah. I also got the sour black cherry one. The Warheads one. Alright, so we'll jump on board with Tennessee. Here we go. Only 3 games left. We got a couple bangers coming up. Ohio State, who had a dominant game day last week. And then we got Texas and Iowa State in the main event. So here we go. We got rain at Neyland. The tears of the Omahogs raining down still from last week. It depends on how much you like sour, because they are very, very sour, but I think they're really good. It depends on which one you get, because, like, I don't like the watermelon one, but I really like the sour green apple and the black cherry, so you gotta just kind of try, but a non-starter if you're not a big sour person. So 3-0 to start the first quarter. Georgia gets a field goal back. We got another low-scoring game for Tennessee. Next quarter in the third, 10-10. Tennessee gets a field goal. Georgia takes the lead. Looking good for Georgia. Can we get another upset here? Change of possession, nothing doing. Georgia can once again, can they get a long drive? It's a long one, 3 minutes, and they can't do it. So here comes Tennessee. They have a chance to win the game. Can they do it? 1st and 10 inside the 40. Down by 4. They did it again. Or they did it last week. Can they do it again? Under 2 minutes, running some clock. Field goal will not help you. Hampton needs a tutty. Dennis Martell in the backfield. The snap for Hampton. It's a keeper. They fake him out. He falls forward for 6. Marquise Hampton. He's been an okay starter, but definitely not the start to the season Tennessee fans have been hoping for. As now they're out empty. Benji Brown checks into the game. A fan favorite. Dumps that off. Wide open man. Turns upfield inside the 20 and goes out of bounds. Ryan Brown, his 3rd catch of the ball game. We're close to a touchdown. Great day for Marquise Hampton. They're inside the 20. Can they take the lead? Bunch set. Watch the corners. It's a handoff. Up the gut. Dennis Martell runs over a man. He gets 6. Georgia coach talking to his players. They might have to do another game-winning drive. So inside the 10, the Volunteers. Trips left. Marquise drops back over the middle. It's caught and dropped. He had the touchdown. Beautifully placed by Hampton, but they just couldn't hang on. Bit of a hospital ball. 3rd and 4. Georgia is 2 plays away. Hampton, the snap. He yams it out the back of the end zone. We're down to 4th down. We're down to 4th down. Not like this, Tennessee. 4th and 4, game on the line. The snap for Hampton. He's open. 1st down, out of bounds. They get the 1st. So from the inch, can Georgia get a goal line stand? The handoff, it's a keeper. Hampton scores. Touchdown, Dynasty. They take the lead. So 20-17. Georgia has a full minute. All they need is a field goal. I smell more overtime. Does Georgia have it in them? They had a rough season last year. Just kind of like USC, just a down year for them. Are they back? 1st and 10, a minute left. Has time, dumps that off, and it is incomplete for Harris. Joe Harris, a decent day, considering he's facing arguably the best defense of all time. Second and 10, trips left. The snap, it's a screen. He gets it off. He turns upfield. He can't break the tackle. They're going backwards. Clock is ticking. Georgia needs a big play. That's Hazelhurst that blew that one up. 4 wide. Where's Edgar Bush? And now they're going even farther backwards. The Tennessee fans are in their heads. Georgia crumbling in front of our very eyes. Third and 18. They drop back. He has time. He yams it deep. It's an absolute mooner. And no, it's incomplete. Bucky Hamilton. Dogwater, put it in suggestions, and then I'll have Rick take a look at the game theory behind that. 4th and 18. Does Georgia have a chance? Harris has the time, rolls right, yams left, open, no, it could have been picked. Keaton, long slug, gives them the win. So Tennessee comes back. They get just enough from their offense to get the no cover. Congratulations, Tennessee fans, 4-2. They keep pace in the division, at least for now. They've had a couple of OT scares, a couple of very close games throughout the first couple of weeks. But this is what Tennessee always does. They drop a couple at the start of the year, and then they win out. So 3rd and 15, game is over. Congratulations, Coach Nick. I don't know why I said Coach Nick. Coach Nick. All right. Well, the advantage is you get the automatic 1 point, though. You know? So if you switch it to 4, then you can't have the 1 point safety. So no cover for Tennessee. Congratulations. 47% of you guys rode with Georgia despite all the games going towards the cover. So 2 games left. Coach Cam, the Beanie Babies, taking on Ohio State in the crazy team we saw last week. Arguably one of the best game day performances from a quarterback I've ever seen. So 2017, Hampton goes 24-39, 252, and a tutty. Dennis Martell only gets 75 yards. Hampton gets the touchdown. Fordinal leads the way receiving-wise. Trent Fox had 64. 4 different guys tied for 7 tackles. They had 6 TFLs. The sack for Smart. No interceptions. A lot of deflections, so a lot of drop passes in the rain. And for Georgia, Joe Harris, the senior, 22 of 42, 235, and 2 touchdowns. Hunt only had 89 yards. And Edgar Bush didn't do much today. 3 TFLs, Rivers, the sack. Woo! Let's go, Wind. Now I can actually respond to you and not have to wait a quarter. Let's go! So here are your players of the game. We got 2 more games here in BC. It's been a decent BearCave nonetheless. A couple of good moments. So that is a Tennessee no cover for the boys. Damn you, Coach Wind. All right, so we continue on. Coach Cam, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick, or not heads or tails, just kick or receive. And then what jerseys did he want? So a 6.5 favorite here for Ohio State. They were super impressive in their game last week. I mean, how are they going to follow it up? This quarterback, I forget his name, but dude was a beast. Where are you going with the Beanie Babies? Are the Beanie Babies back? Get those predictions going. Coach Cam wants all white at home. So I don't see any cam here, so we'll just go with kick. A lot of Illinois fans. Not me. The Illabuck on the line. Let's go Ohio State, baby. I'm glad we have a good Ohio State again. It's about time. Nobody wants a good Illinois, right? Surely. Not like they just stole my best offensive lineman or anything. So here we go. Coach Cam trying to take down the Buckeyes at home. Going to be a tall task. But if anybody can do it, it's Scotty Bean. And we've got rain. Oh my. The blue square already fiddling with this result. How will Ohio State follow up their masterclass game day performance where they just dominated Nebraska into the dirt? Undefeated. And slow start, but they get the first score. Isaac Osborne is the quarterback's name. He's a beast. And a defense holding up for Illinois. They tie the game. Okay. So 7-7 at halftime. We got a very interesting game going. Ohio State gets back on the board. Illinois has to find a response. They're down 10. Not looking good for the Beanie Babies after that third quarter. And a long drive and an interception for Scotty Bean. No. So they get the 3 and out. Remember, we can't jump in unless it's a one-score game. We need a Scotty Bean good play here as they punt. So now here comes Ohio State. They can just run out the clock here. 17-7. Long play, and that's going to do it. Ohio State domes them in the second half. No score for Illinois. And Ohio State will cover. So 57% of you guys went with Ohio State. Congratulations. Carlos James got the touchdown. So Scotty Bean, 15 of 30, 187, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. McKeever, 94 yards. Bean only had 29. Carter and Cunningham, not their best days. On defense, I feel like the defense played really well, though. Holding Ohio State to 24 isn't bad. 2 sacks for DeJoki. No interceptions. 2 deflections. They did have 3 fumbles, but they only got 1 of them. Oof. Would like to get a couple more of those. Isaac Osborne, the beast. 10 of 19, 165, 1 touchdown today. Pat Stone was back, but Chris Davis once again played the majority of the game. Pugh got a touchdown, 12 pancakes. A couple guys got 2 TFLs. The sack for Rich. Interception for Sean Weber. 3 deflections. The fumble for John Adams. He got it. So 24-7 is your final. So we got one more game here for BC. Not a lot of highlights today. I only have 3 written down. Remember, we have a full game day coming up, though, immediately after this stream. LSU and Arkansas, the Omahogs, on game day against Llama. Hogs versus Llamas. Who you got? But first, this is probably in normal years what would be game day, but obviously defending national champions, people don't want to see them. Texas, Iowa State. So this is a Iowa State 4.5-point favorite. D-Sleep, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Minus 4.5 for Schwartz. So Texas plus 4.5. They got that freshman, Zaquavius of Bunkersfield. Yeah, I saw that. That was rough. The dude botched the fly ball. That was ridiculous. How do you miss that? I think they said that guy didn't have an error all season until that second. Talk about no clutch gene. By golly. Alright, Schwartz, if you're here, let me know kick or receive because I don't see D-Sleep. So, you're going to have your chance at the coin toss. Number 6 versus number 13. You got two guys in the Heisman conversation right now. Zaquavius Bunkersfield and obviously Kirko Squatch, currently your odds-on favorite. Alright, I don't see either of them, so we'll just jump on board with Texas and go traditional kick and our heads and kick. So 4.5 point favorite here in the main event. Can Texas get a crazy upset? This is cross-divisional, so it's not necessarily the worst game to lose, but Texas has already lost a tough one in conference. They need this one. This is the first game Iowa State has played on stream since they lost to Iowa. So how will they respond? Heads and kick for Texas. Who beat Texas? Definitely can't be what you're saying. I'm not going to mention Texas Tech any more than I have to. So here we go. Quick touchdown for Texas. Oh, Texas 14. Oh, they pick up right where they left off. Iowa State coming out sluggish. 21-7. Iowa State, this is a carbon copy of what happened with Iowa. They just can't score. 28. 28-21, they make the comeback. Can Iowa find a way? The Cyclones are struggle bussing. It has to be the curse. No teams can go back-to-back in the SFA. We've never seen it happen. Never even really seen anyone come close. 28-21. Remember, we have to jump in at the 2-minute mark. 4th and 2. They're going to get the ball back. Here we go. Iowa State gets the ball at the 40. They're down a touchdown. 2 minutes left for Kirko Squatch. Hand off to Greg Cooper. He has a hole. He gets... Oh, he's stiffied 2 with one arm. He breaks away. Greg Cooper, touchdown, Cyclones. Holy shit. Talk about a big play. Greg mother freaking Cooper, dude. That dude's a beast. He did it all last year. He does it here. A massive play. A massive play. A double stiffy. We haven't seen double stiffy since the days of Binks McBurnfinger all the way back in season 9. So here comes D-Sleep in Texas. They just got a stiff arm jammed down their throat. How will the freshman respond to Jack Trice on the road? The star freshman, Zaquavius Bunkersfield, drops back, and he misses him. He is rattled. He is rattled right now. That was a nasty miss. Come on, Bunkersfield. You got to lock in, Slime. He has 3 touchdowns on the day. He's been balling out. Yeah, but Mike Wishbones wasn't 2 stiffies with one arm. It was arm stiffy, back to back. He yams it deep right side. He hits him! Oh, it's Willie Hampton! Oh, what a response for the Longhorns! Willie Hampton, baby! Where's the D? The Iowa State defense lately has been atrocious. What is happening to Coach Schwartz? Kirko Squatch can't believe it. He's asking, what do I have to do? So Kirko Squatch, Greg Cooper, and Ray J. Butler, arguably the best three-headed monster in the nation. Kirko's not had the best day. How will they respond? We've got a classic brewing here on BC. They bring a blitz. Kirko has to dump it off, and he's out of bounds. Jamal Whitaker. Second and 9 for the Cyclones. Empty set for Kirko. Ray J. Butler, bottom of your screen. Four-man rush. He has to take off. Kirko. He's sacked! Down he goes. He couldn't find a hole. It's Kevin Vaughn. Clock is running. 3rd and 11. Game could be out of reach. Are the Cyclones washed? The snap, they bring a blitz. It is a screen. He gets it off. He turns upfield. He gets the first. He runs over a man. Jamal Whitaker, the backup running back, makes a massive play, keeps him in it, gives them hope. They're at midfield, 1:11 left, all timeouts. The defending national champs, the cover athlete. Quick screen to Johnny Burton, goes nowhere. 2nd and 9. Kirko, the corner blitz, he takes off, they get to him, no, he gets out of it! Kirko! Holy Kirko! 2 defenders can't make the play. Inside the 30, another blitz, over the middle, Yam, Johnny Burton for 10. This game is nutty bananas. 2nd and inches. Texas cannot tackle today. Can Texas hold? It's Cooper to the outside. Look at the blocking. Touchdown, Iowa State. No defense in sight. Now Texas's turn. This might go to like quintuple OT. This is insanity. How about the main event of BearCave today? We've seen 28 points scored in the blink of an eye. Or 21 points scored. So 40 seconds was it too much time for Texas? All they need is a field goal. Greg Cooper has had 2 big-time plays. Willie Hampton flashing. What is the call for Bunkersfield? He has had a dominant day, putting him right back in that Heisman race. 37 seconds in a dream. He takes off. He breaks the tackle of Shaq Madison, the freshman, making the best defender last year look like an idiot. He was the Bednarik winner. Yams it left side. Oh, way overthrown. I thought he had a chance. Holland Heights in the area. The transfer from Texas. He's recruited by B-Dog and then transferred. Former Gem prospect. They're at the 40, Bunkersfield. Oh, that was risky. 20 seconds left. 24 of 36. Kari Mickens on the tackle there, the freshman. Corner going out wide. Bunkersfield has time, yams it left side, and open and out of bounds. He couldn't get the toe in. Not like that. No way. He was open. It was field goal range. He just had the wrong foot. So now Iowa State will get their chance. And we got likely overtime. So we'll see a yam from Kirko Squatch. Can Ray J. Butler flash it here? Can he flash the mitt? 63 yards away to win the game for the defending champs. Kirko has time, steps up. He is smoked. We got OT, baby. Wait a second. They called the timeout. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left. They're going to do it again. 70 yards away. Can Kirko's arm get it down there? The snap. Kirko yams it deep. It's an absolute moon ball. And it is incomplete. We got free football, baby. What a game in the main event. Regulation is not enough. So go heads in defense here for D-Sleep. So we will see Kirko Squatch first. Who will blink first in this classic BearCave game? Kirko makes an adjustment. They bring the blitz again. Kirko takes off. He cuts up field and he gets hit hard, but he hangs on. 46 yards on the ground today for Kirko. Second and 4. Yamin caught. Pop Heyman inside the 5. Nicely done here for Iowa State. Who's going to make the play for Texas? Kirko, the handoff to Cooper to the outside, and they're going to bring him down this time. Finally, they stop Greg Cooper. Jack Campbell. Second and goal. Can Texas hold the line? Kirko makes an adjustment. The snap. Another blitz. Floats. Caught. Pop Heyman. Touchdown, Iowa State. They take the lead in OT. That's 3 Iowa State touchdowns we've seen. Now Texas on their back foot. The Longhorns about to get the long dick of the Cyclone. Can Iowa State survive a classic? Sequavius of Bunkersfield. Stack in the box. Quick throw out wide. It's almost picked. That could have been it. Corey Mickens, the freshman. He was there. That was it. The true freshman SFA player. He's no Johnny Thomas. Quick option. He flips it. Ramirez to the outside. Can't break the tackle. It's Holland Heights. What a tackle in the open field for Holland. 3rd and 9. Texas on the ropes. 3 wide. Stack in the box. Bunkersfield. Drops back, floats, caught. Hampton can't get the first. Game is officially on the line. Cyclones, Longhorns. Game could end right here. Bunkersfield, the snap. Has time. Caught. First down. Charles. The game will continue for now. 1st and goal from the 9. D-Sleep on the ropes. Currently a cover, I believe, for Iowa State. It's a keeper for Bunkersfield. He has room and he can't outrun him. Have yourself a day, Bunkersfield. 42-35. Second and goal to tie the game. It's a keeper. Touchdown, Texas! What a job to tie it up. Insanely good job there for Texas. They will not go for two. So we've got double OT at Jack Trice. The main event slogs on. We jumped in at 28-21, folks. As now Texas gets the ball first. Quick option. Oh my goodness, Bunkersfield goes backwards. In OT, it's definitely been a better performance from Iowa State. Remember, you don't go for two until after the second period. Trips right. 2nd and 12. Bunkersfield dumps it off, turns up field, out of bounds. So 3rd and 9, they might have to kick a field goal. Four touchdowns on the day for Bunkersfield. Split backs. Bunkersfield has time over the middle. Oh, it could have been picked by Shaq Madison. That could have been the ball game again. So now Texas will have to settle for 3. 41 yards left hash to take the lead. The kick, it's up and it's good for Texas. So Iowa State can win it with a touchdown, tie it with a field goal, or Texas can walk it off. Split backs, Kirko floaties over the middle. Oh, that was so risky. It went between like 4 defenders. No one could get a finger on it. I thought that was picked. 2nd and 10, Kirko flirting with disaster. The handoff up the gut. It's Greg Cooper. 3rd down. Texas has their chance. Can they get off the field and force triple OT? 3rd and 5. Butler, top of your screen. We haven't seen him make a catch yet. Motion for Pop. Kirko. They bring the blitz. Free blitzer! He's sacked! He's sacked! This is going to be a difficult kick, folks. To tie the game 45 yards away. Iowa State to force triple OT. The kick, it's up, and it's good! What a kick! We've got triple OT, folks. So now with a touchdown, you have to go for 2. And a dunk. What a start there for Kirko. What is happening? Just an insane sequence of events here. We've seen 24 points scored for Iowa. 17 for Texas. Motion. Handoff. Down he goes. Mozzie Barmore, negative yards. Texas all of a sudden standing on their head. I'm losing my voice. 3rd and 12 for the Cyclones. 45-45. It's a screen. Dumps it off. He goes nowhere. They lose even more yardage. So now it's a 48-yarder to take the lead in triple OT. 48. The kick, It is up, and it is good! It just barely squeaked over! It just barely got over! So Texas now can win it. All they need is a touchdown. Bunkersfield has the chance. And he missed them over the middle. Both defenses have just completely started playing well. These quarterbacks are tired. 48-45. Who will win this war of attrition? 2nd and 10, quick option. It's Bunkersfield. He keeps it. He finds a hole, and he gets 7. Third and 3. Iowa State needs this. It is. 3rd and 3. Bunkersfield. Floaty. Caught. Willie Hampton inside the 5. Fatigue is off. I'm just playing into the narrative that we're deep into the game. Five yards away from glory. 5 yards away from walking it off on the defending champs. Quick option. Floaty. Oh, we get murdered by Kari Mickens. What a debut for Kari Mickens. He's been everywhere. 2nd and goal for Bunkersfield. 8 yards away. The snap. Bunkersfield. He's gonna get sacked at Shaq Madison! The Bednarik Freshman All-American Team of the Year, you name it. He's got the buckets too. Comes up clutch, now it's 14 yards away. Trips left. Bunkersfield has time, yams it to the corner, it's caught! He has a chance! He has a chance! He's stuffed! He's stuffed! The reinforcements got there. Will they kick it? Yes! They're not just gonna go for the win. You gotta go for the win, bro. You gotta go for the win. It's right there. Why did they not go for the win? 4 overtimes. 4 OT. 48-48. Bunkersfield. Oh no, not like this. Oh, ball's on the ground. It's going the other way. They call it a fumble. They call it a fumble. The turnover. The turnover. Bunkersfield just put it on the turf. No review. 4 overtimes for that. So all Iowa State needs is a field goal. They just had 4th and goal at the 2, and now they're going to lose. No way. No way. 2nd and 6. Texas needs a miracle. Texas needs a miracle. Floats it deep. Caught! Texas may have just ran out of juice. Iowa State 5 yards away. 1st and goal. Handoff, Greg Cooper. Broken tackle. Down he goes. Texas is desperation mode now. Desperation mode. Empty set for Kirko. 2nd and goal. It's a keeper for Kirko. Touchdown, Iowa State. He walks it off. And that may have just been his Heisman moment. Run into through 2 defenders. What a game! Bunkersfield fumbled it. I thought he shoveled it forward. Oh, I thought he shoveled it forward. That is heartbreak. 54-48 is your final 4 overtimes. An absolute BearCave classic. An absolute BearCave classic, folks. An all-timer right there. 2 all-timers in 1 week. $54-48. Texas had their chances. But when the rubber meets the road, the freshman quarterback made the mistake. And the defending champs walk out victorious. Incredible job. So looking at this, man, look at all these scores. So 29-45, 442, 4 touchdowns for Bunkersfield. But that fumble is going to haunt him his entire career. Charles and Willie Hampton both were going nutty today. 9 tackles for Vaughn. He had 4 TFLs, 3. They were playing so well, and then they just kept giving up big plays. 4 sacks, though. No picks. 2 deflections. No forced fumbles. And for Iowa State, Kirk Squatch, 22-35, 275, 3 touchdowns. He got himself 1 on the ground. Greg Cooper cooked. Not much from Ray J. Butler that we saw, but he scored earlier in the game. Holy Toledo. 5 total sacks here. 2 for Igor Torgerson. The deflection for Shaq Madison. The fumble for Igor. And Andre Wilson recovered it. What a game. An absolute classic here on BearCave. 54-48, folks. And that will do it. As always, before we get on out of here, though, we will preview next week. So that is a 54-48. That was an Iowa State cover. Okay, pay that out. So get our players of the game here. Remember, we got game day coming up right after this. I don't know how that game can follow this one, but my God. Iowa State covers. Yeah, we thought this would be a rough week. It's been turning out to be incredible. So, we got all the games in. This is what next week's slate looks like. Baylor and Colorado is going to be a good one. San Diego State, Michigan State. That is Jay Jettas versus McNasty. Old teams. Nebraska, Minnesota. Not as great on paper now as we thought it was. UTSA and Arkansas State. That's a sneaky good game. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Do I hear an ECU game day? I think I do. Undefeated top 10 teams. Brother asking for depth chart requests. Brother! Stanford and Washington. North Carolina, NC State. Another good game. So now we're eating good next week. Bryce Beers. USC, California undefeated in conference play so far. Texas Tech taking on Kansas State. Tennessee, Alabama. Tulane, Ole Miss. We got the Red River rivalry as well. Next week is stacked. We also got Iowa, Michigan. Woo-wee. And this will be a Thursday game day. A traditional Thursday game day. Alright, so that will do it for BearCave. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so for game day, which is going to be LSU taking on the Omahags. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Thanks for all the support and any gifted subs or bits or anything like that. We will be right back.